What is going on, everybody? Today we are going for the Grateful 8 achievement, which is to escort 8 female survivors at the same time in the Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. I dressed Frank up in his most Dapper Dan outfit and went off to start this run.
I'm a Dapper Dan man.
There's no game sound because I'm still figuring out how capture cards work, so please enjoy the Dead Rising mall music and the sound of my voice. I stopped by getting rid of Jeff because we don't want any male survivors on this run, and was scooping his wife Natalie as my first baby girl. So Natalie, I think you might be single now. Why don't you come with Frankie? You don't know it yet, but you are single. You actually might need a new hobby. Why don't you take that golf club? Oh no, there's been a terrible accident. Come here, check this out. Come here, Natalie. Do you know this guy? Oh no, you knew him? Damn. Something terrible happened. Seems like maybe this guy was mouthing off to someone he shouldn't have and, I don't know, got what he deserved? Maybe you should keep that in mind. Natalie is a complete mess. She just keeps crying. Come on, Natalie, come into the jewelry store. I'll treat you to something nice. You want a new necklace? What about a wedding ring? Something tells me you're not gonna need the one you have now. I want to knock out the fight with Carlito to open up more of the mall and the wine bar, so I drag my newly widowed survivor Natalie all the way to the food court just so she can watch me get my dick kicked in by Carlito over and over and over before I finally catch him with the Mega Blaster and send him off like Batman. Natalie doesn't seem to be enjoying her new golf hobby, so I get my girl a sledgehammer. She's gonna do some damage with this. She's built like an offensive lineman. This achievement used to be called Frank the Pimp in the Xbox 360 days, but now it's called the Grateful 8 in the Deluxe Remaster. But same challenge, rescue 8 female survivors at once. Seems simple enough. My plan was to skip as much time as possible, ignoring all male survivors when Otis calls, and focusing only on missions that I know have baddies for Frankie to scoop. No walkthroughs were watched, so we are basically raw dogging this trophy. I'll also go for the Clothes Horse achievement because why not, which is to change into all the costumes available in the mall, so bust it down, Frankie boy, bust it down. But Clothes Horse is just a side quest today, back to the Grateful 8 achievement and getting 8 female survivors with Papa Frank. My choice to not watch any walkthroughs turned out to be a big mistake, what do you know?
3 hours later.
Oh, I think I have to reset this run. I'm locked at 7 survivors. I've tried everything. I'm not getting any more ladies to spawn. This is not ideal. Considering I'm 3.5 hours into this achievement, that's only 20 gamer points.
1 pathetic sub-story later.
Alright, I had to watch a guide, but it wasn't a total waste of time, so let me show you how I got there and where I went wrong. The second victim I find is Leia, who spawns in the Riverfield Jewelry Store in Alfresca Plaza. Leia kinda sucks because she needs to be carried around.
I put the team on my back, dude.
After that, we head on over to our third survivor, who's this lucky bachelorette, Sophie. She spawns in the park at night during the first day. We basically just ignore the prisoners and go for Sophie, bringing her into the squad. After this, I advance some time, and then on day 2, inside the Run Like the Wind athletics shop, on the 2nd floor of the Wonderland Plaza is my 4th survivor, Tanya. She's about to have her husband put out of his misery.
I can't stand to see him like this. I'll push him off the roof.
Frank can only have 8 survivors at once, so any dudes who are trying to join the squad need to be sacrificed to the zombie gods. In order to get my 5th survivor, I need to out PTSD the psychopath Cliff, who's found in the Chris Lips Home Saloon store in the North Plaza.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
I take out Cliffy and lead him to his eternal slumber. I grab the key to the empty storefront next door, which contains 3 survivors, Barbara, who's our 5th survivor, and 2 soon-to-be dead bodies.
Bring out your dead! Bring out your dead!
The 6th lady I'm saving is Sally, who's holding on to the giant inflatable rabbit in the Wonderland Plaza. Come on in, Sally. We only got 2 more ladies to go. I go to the wine bar to replenish some health to keep my dames all sauced up. Morale is low and Papa Frank's gotta fix this. Have some Merlot on the house, a bottle to the face for everybody. Come on, have one. It's been a long day. All my beautiful babies look terrible, ragged, but worst of all, completely sober.
You've been up all night not drinking, haven't you?
Hey, what I don't do is none of your business.
For my 7th survivor, we head to Paradise Plaza, and after the cutscene with the cultist, Jennifer is found in the wooden box next to the diner. I got 7 out of 8 survivors. I'm closer to this achievement than Joe Biden smelling a freshly shampooed scalp. So I scoured all over the map, praying that Otis would call. I kept loading and exploring different areas, hoping something would trigger. I went to Paradise Plaza, the park, Wonderland Plaza, Alfresca Plaza, the movie theater, the North Plaza, and the gun store, but it was radio silence from Otis and there were no more women spawning in.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
After watching a guide, I learned I can salvage my run with one of my saves. This is probably obvious to everybody but me, but the issue I was having is there only can be 8 survivors on the entire map at a time, including the ones following Frank. I was under the impression that once I got a person to follow Frank, they wouldn't be counted as part of that 8 for some reason. What I should have been doing is actively killing any male survivor instead of just ignoring their missions. I should have stopped when I got to 4 female survivors and killed anyone else on the map until we triggered the above the law mission. This is the only save I have right now that'll work for my plan. Loading in starts Francis on day 2 right before noon with 5 survivors, so what I gotta do is as quick as I can get them all down to 4 survivors total. Considering 5 are currently following Frankie, once I spawn in I need to sacrifice 1. I choose Leia so I don't have to carry her around on my back anymore.
I choose you!
Alrighty, I need to hustle around and take out any other survivors not with Frank so the above the law scoop can trigger. This mission alone has 4 women we can rescue. All we gotta do is free up enough space for 4 survivors to spawn into the mall. Starting our rampage, we eliminate this chunky little meatloaf Ronald, who's found in Jill's sandwiches in Paradise Plaza during the mission Restaurant Man. We pop his noggin and then we go and find Commissioner Gordon, who's behind the counter at Mick Handy's hardware store in Alfresca Plaza during the Coward scoop. I head on over to Paradise Plaza so I can kill Jennifer, and the unthinkable happens. Right before my very eyes, I witness a tragedy. Barbara, one of my favorite survivors, loses her life. Fly high, sweet princess, fly high. Rest in peace, sweet angel. Gone but not forgotten. Am I right, guys? Anyways, we bring Jennifer into the group, and then we head on over to Wonderland Plaza. We take out Sally, and then we take out Nick, because we're still trying to get the above the law mission to trigger. Once Nick's dead, I quickly leave the area, and finally, I get the call from Otis, which allows me to start the above the law mission. I have to smack around Joe the psychopath, who's found at the lovely fashion house store inside Wonderland Plaza starting 3 PM on day 2. Joe's a pretty easy fight. We basically just gotta be careful not to let her kill any survivors during the fight because we need to save all of them. All you really gotta do is hustle around, get her away from the survivors, and slice and dice this chubby little butterball until she hits the floor, testing the structural integrity of the small. She gets her cheeks clapped, talks some shit, but she knows Papa Frankie's the real deal, so she starts clapping her cheeks for applause.
I was like, damn, nigga, what you doing out here with all this ass? Double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon, hella ass, the sun is still out.
Now that Joe's hit the bricks, I rush around and grab the last 4 survivors that I need. Thank God Big Papa Frank was there to save the day. What would Joe have done if I wasn't? I think I saved these girls from some full penetration.
And he's back to the lab for some more full penetration. He smells crime, back to the lab, full penetration, crime, full penetration, crime, penetration. And this goes on and back and forth for 90 or so minutes until the movie just sort of ends.
After this, my achievement pops and I'm fucking ecstatic that I don't have to drag these ungrateful harlots all the way back to the safe room. I decide to let my intrusive thoughts win and let them know who the real psycho is in this game. Sup, bitches? You thought you was safe? You ain't safe from nothing. How's the buckshot taste? Frankie flashbacks! Frankie flashbacks! More Viet Cong trying to flank me from the south. Hope they like the taste of this battle axe. This clothing store is missing some democracy, if you're asking me. Frank's here to bring it to them. Once poor PTSD Frankie's war flashbacks calmed down, we kept Kelly alive as our new main squeeze. I only need a few more outfits for the clothes horse achievement, so I start running around trying on anything I can find. Whoa, check out this suit. Somebody suck me.
Somebody suck me!
Frank heartlessly abandons Kelly and a large group of zombies, and unfortunately, survival of the fittest took its toll. We drag Frankie Boy dress shopping and force him into some humiliation rituals for the sake of getting my trophy. That's right, Frankie, drop it low for my Chivo. That's right, you put that dress on when you're told. I locate my last outfit I need, pop it on, and get the clothes horse achievement. And with that, this adventure comes to an end. The Grateful 8 achievement went way too long because I do not understand, or I did not understand, how survivors work in this game. It could be wrapped up in like 45 minutes if done right, but unfortunately it took me like 3 hours. But if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much. You are the best kind of person. Please subscribe and let me know down in the comments what achievements or what games you want to see me play next. Thank you again, and cue that outro.
Give me car, give me wife, give me children, give me this, give me that. Kill my enemy, kill my enemy, kill my enemy.